What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. I'm rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer transfer window, so if you want to stay up to date first and fast on YouTube with the latest Manchester City transfer news this summer, make sure you do subscribe. On that aim towards 25k subscribers, we're now less than 500 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 500 likes once more is the aim. Also, don't forget as well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. And lastly, this video, it's sponsored and it's brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check that out, the free OneFootball app link, that's in the description for you to go and press and download. Anyone that does download OneFootball using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. It keeps these videos coming for you guys, and OneFootball is one of the places I go to get all of my information and sources when it comes to creating these videos. It's well worth having, it's free, and in my opinion it's the best footballing app out there, so go and check that out and download it using my link. So let's crack on then with this video, and let's start off with the outs, and we've got an update on Ko Itakura. Now, kicker in Germany, say Hoffenheim, they want to sign Ko Itakura from Manchester City. This is after Schalke didn't want to make their loan that they signed him last season permanent. So Manchester City looking for around the same fee that they asked Schalke for, which is around €6 million. Itakura does currently have 1 year left on his contract at Manchester City. So City looking to cash in here and get a bit of extra money here to potentially be used towards other transfers. And it'd be good for Itakura, considering he's 25 years old now, to really start to push on with his career, have a permanent move away. Seems to have enjoyed his time that he spent out on loan last season in Germany. Hoffenheim would be a good move for him, so we'll see if they can make that transfer happen and if that does happen. Now, moving on, we've got an update on Gavin Bazunu. Quite a big update this on Bazunu as well. He's been offered a pay rise by Manchester City and a new long-term contract. He wants to be a Premier League #1 goalkeeper, and because of that, he doesn't think that's going to happen at Manchester City, whilst we've got Edison here and Zach Steffen as well. So he has turned down a new contract at Manchester City. Southampton, they want to sign Bazunu on a permanent deal. It's a rough figure that's been chucked out there, according to Jack Gaughan, is around £10 million, which is what Southampton's offer is going to be. Sky Sports have said that it's going to be £11 million, and it could rise up to £15 million, including add-ons. Sky Sports have said that a deal is also close to being completed for this transfer as well. Now, everyone's been speaking about not only the fee, but people have also been speaking about what's important here, which Manchester City losing a great player like Bazunu, obviously a young goalkeeper, managed to have a brilliant loan spell at Portsmouth and managed to make himself the Ireland #1 as well. So he's had a brilliant season, and Manchester City don't want to be losing top talent like Bazunu, and City have been insistent that a buyback clause will be included in this deal. Now, all sources that I've heard that have spoken about this deal have all suggested there will be a buyback option for Manchester City. The Telegraph have confirmed that and saying that it will include a buyback option, and there will more than likely be a sell-on fee included as well. The Athletic have said what Sky Sports have said, a deal is close to being done. Negotiations have been happening for the last couple of weeks and they're thought to be reaching towards the final stages. And Alex Crook at TalkSport has said that Manchester City, they are going to sell Gavin Bazunu this summer. He has rejected a new contract at City, where City apparently have offered Bazunu a £45,000 per week new contract, which he said no to because he wants to be a number one goalkeeper, of course, and there is interest from Premier League clubs like Southampton, and with Fraser Forster leaving Southampton, there's the opening there where he could become the new number one there, and so everything is pointing towards Bazunu staying on the south coast, but rather than looking towards Portsmouth, going to Southampton. Portsmouth, of course, in League One, Southampton in the Premier League. But very interestingly, Alex Crooks also said that the buyback clause is going to be roughly around £40 million, which is a whopping amount of money for a goalkeeper. That's a massive sum of money. Just sit there, digest that, and really think about it. £40 million. 40 for a goalkeeper that's done great at Portsmouth, for Man City to have a buyback clause there. Now, if City were going to sign Bazunu back, you would think for that price, £40 million, he would have to return as Manchester City's new number one, because that's the type of money you'd be spending to bring in a goalkeeper who's going to be basically your new goalkeeper for the foreseeable future. So that's a massive buyback clause, considering we're selling him for what, just over £10 million, and I thought it would have been maybe 25 million pound, but £40 million, wow. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. I personally think Bazunu will be a big loss. It's a shame we couldn't keep hold of him. We've done everything we can to try and keep hold of him. We've put all the things in place that we can bring him back to the club. It's just a very big fee if we do want to do that, but it is what it is. Not all players will stay at Manchester City, and players want to spread their wings, and that's exactly what Bazunu wants to do. He wants to become even better. Be interesting to see how he does progress. Angus Gunn, is he still there? Former Manchester City man as well. He'll have another former Manchester City goalkeeper there. Manchester City goalkeepers here, there and everywhere these days. But it's things you like to see. Now, moving on, we've got a quick update on Zinchenko. Now, Graeme Bailey at 90 Minute Football says that Manchester City want Oleksandr Zinchenko on a new contract. They know that he's happy here, and City are confident that they can make it happen. However, Zinchenko would consider leaving Manchester City if there was an opportunity for him to have regular first-team football at a top club, and also a chance for him to play in midfield. That's seemingly ruling out West Ham. They were interested in signing him, but they wanted him to compete for a left-back spot. We know Arsenal are interested. They said they want to utilise him in midfield, but they know that he's versatile and he can cover in other areas as well, which suits them. You would think it would suit everybody for Zinchenko to fight and stay at Manchester City. You would think that is he going to get more game time at Arsenal than what he is at Manchester City? He knows he's got everything so well here at Manchester City. He's happy, he's settled, he's enjoying himself, he's doing some good football when he's called upon as well. The only thing he's not got is regular playing time. I just don't get why he'd want to go to a club where it's not guaranteed game time, so why leave? And I'd like to personally keep hold of Zinchenko as a quality player, so we'll see what happens with regards to that. Now, we've got a quick update on Bernardo Silva as well. Now, Luis Rojo in Spain has said that any move for Bernardo Silva would have to be forced by Bernardo Silva, not by the club. Man City stands very clear. They don't want to sell Bernardo Silva. He isn't for sale, and if anyone wants to sign Bernardo Silva, you're going to have to pay top money for him. Manchester City putting a price tag on his head. Believed to be in excess of €100 million, and that's Manchester City trying to keep hold of Bernardo Silva. I've had nothing to suggest that Bernardo Silva wants to leave, which is good, and hopefully that will continue as the narrative into the summer. Now, the final story of the hour, we've got an update on Raheem Sterling. Now, the Telegraph say that European clubs believe Manchester City are going to sell Raheem Sterling this summer. Now, it is believed that Sterling is an alternative option at Bayern Munich should their move for Sadio Mane not happen. Real Madrid, they remain keen on Raheem Sterling as well. Barcelona are also interested. The only problem they've got is the finances, and it's believed that if there's Premier League interest, Chelsea are the team that's most interested in Raheem Sterling. It's good news for Man City if they do want to sell Sterling. It means we can get a little bit of a bidding war going, and as I was speaking about previously, Sterling thought about running his contract down so he can assess all the options and everything's in his own hands. If he's getting interest there from some top European clubs like Bayern Munich, Munich, like Real Madrid as well, then I just can't see if they come calling Raheem Sterling saying no. Again, keep your eyes and ears open. I will as well, and I'll keep you guys up to date every single step of the way with all the outgoings and incomings at Manchester City. Now, moving on to the final story, moving on to the ins, and we've got a follow-on story from yesterday's news in terms of Erling Haaland. Now, Mark Douglas at iPaper Sport says that Manchester City, they are expecting to announce the signing of Erling Haaland next week. That's big. That's massive. I'm excited to see Erling Haaland as a Manchester City player. We'll see if that is going to be next week. We have heard this all before. We do know that Manchester City have got all the announcement stuff in place to get that sorted. There's nothing from a legal end holding Manchester City back here. Obviously, we've still got tomorrow to go at, Friday. Are we going to announce it then? I wouldn't have thought so towards the end of the week. We're not going to do it at the weekend, so it would make sense for it to go into next week. As I said at the end of my video, my prediction, I'm going for next Friday for Manchester City to have things announced. It looks like next week will be the week that Erling Haaland becomes a Manchester City player. So we've just got to sit here. It's a waiting game. It's an exciting waiting game. We know he's going to be a Manchester City player. It's just we want it, and we want it now. But next week looks like it is going to be the week. So there we go. That's been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. 500 likes once more is the like goal. Also, don't forget as well, let me know your thoughts of what you made of these transfers in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Daily Manchester City transfer updates coming for you guys to enjoy throughout the whole summer transfer window. So if you want to stay up to date first and fast with the latest Manchester City transfer news on YouTube, make sure you have subscribed, get that bell pressed to be notified immediately for when I do upload. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And also don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Thank you very much to them once more for sponsoring this video. I would appreciate any interactions towards that by just pressing that link. It takes you to the download page to download the free OneFootball. That OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest transfer news for Manchester City and all the other clubs around the world as well. So go and check that out. OneFootball will also keep you up to date with all the latest football news, the latest results, scores, statistics, live league tables, and all your good footballing needs. It's a free app to download, and anyone that does download OneFootball using my link, it does help to support the future content created here on my channel, and it keeps these videos coming for you guys, including the daily Manchester City transfer updates. So there we go. That has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all again tomorrow religiously for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.